Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a little look at a new scenery from Blackbird Simulations, who used to be called Milviz, as they're also known, I guess, still, even though they've moved away from that name somewhat. We're going to be having a look at Beale Air Force Base, just north east of San Francisco here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, a new scenery from them. Hit like and subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below as we basically explore this vast Air Force base with a very rich history as well, stretching back to World War II. Currently, we're to the east of the base, having a little look around the phased array warning system as well, which was an early warning radar system developed in the Cold War. But of course, Beale itself has got a rich history and a current operational use for ongoing surveillance, so it plays a key part in the real world as well. Blackbird have created a very nice, accurate rendition of the entire base, as well as we're going to explore over the next few minutes. For this, we're in the Type 145 military variant helicopter, because as we venture back to the base, there is one thing that I want to show you guys, which is kind of relevant to this particular military variant, which has the guns and things, and that is just in front of us. A target. Again, it may be one of those things that you're not particularly interested in all that much within the sim, but if you like this style of flying, then this is the sort of scenery that might appeal to you, in fact, as well. So, weapons are armed, and we're going to try and target the sights of the gun range, like so. So they've added that small firing range in for us to enjoy, which is quite nice. And we're going to continue towards the main base. Really vast area that this covers, and as we mentioned before, with its rich history, the base itself was built as Camp Beale in the 1940s, but had been used since 1948 through to the present day in various forms, including a firing range at one point as well. Currently home to a huge part of the United States Air Force, from the Air Force Reserve Command, Air Combat Command as well. They've got the Space Operations Command Center, which is within the scenery too, and the Air National Guard as well. There's a lot to it, including some really nice statics which are unique to the airport as well. You wouldn't get them at, say, San Francisco, of course. So we're going to have a good look around at what this scenery has to offer, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts as well. So the main base itself has got one really big long runway, vast amount of statics as well, which really add to the incredible immersion at the airport as well, or the air base rather than call it an airport. We're going to land the helicopter, and then we're going to have a good old explore. But here's a little preview in the meantime anyway, a small teaser as to what to look forward to throughout the remainder of today's video. So, as we mentioned before, there we are, shutting down. Lots of statics at the airport. It goes into huge amounts of detail with actually some of the nicest statics that we've seen in basically a lot of airport sceneries to date. Really spectacular drone systems here added in. They're not flyable, of course, but it does add to the life of the airfield and the air base, because this is what it is known for: surveillance, the protection of national security, all that sort of thing. And of course, everybody knows what this is. Famous, of course, as a surveillance aircraft, the U-2. Again, a really nicely created static aircraft within the scenery. Within the hangars, again, you get more statics, and some of the support vehicles dotted around the airbase as well are specific to the U-2 operations here at the airbase as well. There's dynamic night lighting, which we'll have a little look at just a few moments. We're going to move the camera backwards and toggle that time back. And the main base apron area illuminated quite nicely. And the rest of, as you would expect, in darkness. With the inclusion of some of the support vehicles, there are various staff kind of mooching around the U2 statics as well. So we've got one pilot there with his special, fairly unique kit for operating the aircraft as well, and a couple of ground crew members helping out. Some of the unique vehicles used dotted around the aircraft as well. And over the apron, near to the other U2, surrounded by some support staff, you've got some slightly different animations offered over here. We've got some of the maintenance personnel under the wing checking the struts, as you can see there, and then we've got the pilot seated in the flight deck going through a few bits prior to takeoff. But again, they're not really animated. That is as much as they are moving around, sadly. Would be incredible to see some of them scripted into the scenery, perhaps. So there you have it, a really quick whiz around the new Beale Air Force Base by Blackbird Simulations. One thing it does make me kind of wish for is more military-esque kind of, tanker aircraft and all that sort of stuff. Not necessarily, of course, with weapons. That's not what Microsoft Flight Simulator is necessarily about. But perhaps the ability to fly refueling missions and that sort of stuff, because that in itself doesn't involve weapons. It'd be quite a nice dynamic to have with bases like this. Overall though, incredibly well made, really unique as an airport as well, and something to add to your California set of sceneries in MSFS. Hope you found the video useful anyway. Hit like and subscribe, share your thoughts down in the comments below. And again, if you want to get your hands on this add-on for MSFS, it is out now. $17.99 US dollars. And the links for it will be in the description down below. But in the meantime, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.